You and A$AP Rocky, you guys are close, right?
Yeah, that's my buddy.
So, how do you feel about the whole situation that's going on?
Well, first of all, I think, you know what I'm saying, he need to be freed immediately. I believe that he's been held in inhumane conditions, and I feel that there's been enough visible evidence to show that he did not institute any aggression or violence.
Yeah.
He was being responsive to being accosted.
And even showed some restraint.
Yeah,
restraint.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel they all showed incredible amounts of restraint.
I agree with that. I've been in a situation where, and I know you have, where the celebrity and the fame brings people feel like they want to bring a certain level of aggression, and because you don't know the level of threat, you have to treat it with a certain level to protect you and yours and your family.
And listen, I don't. You know, I've gotten old. I've gotten better in my, my most recent years. But I haven't always responded that way.
I feel like if you a certain age in hip hop, you've been in the prison system before.
Yeah.
And so I think just the way you move, not just because of your personal experience, but we all stand up to mass incarceration.
Sure.
And it's not just an American thing, it's a global thing. We all stand up, we all look to try to
inequalities.
That's absolutely right.
Discrimination.
So for me, it's not even about whether or not the conditions of where he's staying is bad or not.
No.
It's the principle of the matter.
It is.
And
it's the fact that he didn't do nothing.
Right. And if you've seen that video, you understand that
he ain't do nothing.
what it was.
Right.
There's large segments of our community right now who are upset at A$AP Rocky. And I'm gonna read something that he said. Now I consider Rocky a friend of mine as well.
Right.
This is something he said over Ferguson years ago. 2016, he said this. I'm somebody who went to Ferguson. He was asked by Time Out New York about the Ferguson protests and Black Lives Matter. He said, why? Because I'm black. Every time something happens because I'm black, I gotta stand up. What the fuck am I, Al Sharpton now? I live in fucking Soho, Beverly Hills. I can't relate. There are people that say, and I personally, I'm gonna put this out there, I feel like this is off code. There are people who get off code and say because he said this statement that they don't agree with, a statement I also don't agree with, that somehow he's deserving of what's happening to him, that somehow it's karma. What do you have to say to people who feel like that?
I feel like if you look for an excuse to not support someone when they need your support, then you never would have supported them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, that's of a vindictive nature, and vengeance is of the Lord. You dig what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I think, do I agree with the statement? Hell no, shit was stupid. But his stupid statement ain't gonna keep me from being the stand-up guy that I am and supporting what I know is right in my heart.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? Now, when we get him here, we could talk to him about that at that point.
Once we get him
see
out.
if he feels the same way. I very highly doubt he will.